You feel like you didn't use much force, but the shot is very powerful. When I loop the shot, I don't really use too much waist. I just keep the force on this side tight. I don't use much force at all. It seems that Zhang Jike's waist rotation is not that obvious. He rotates his waist less, many times, relies more on his hands. The more you aim, the more likely you are to hit the edge of the racket. When you aim, always doing like this. Don't aim. For a counter loop, you don't need to aim. A counter loop is proactive. A counter loop is proactive, not passive. If you want to counter loop, you must be prepared before you push. Right? Good. Keep your body stable. Good. You're like this. The feeling is like moving forward. Not using force, but it's not slow either. Look. This. You see, this is continuity. We're about the same height, both around 180 centimeters.
I'm 173 centimeters.
Why do you seem so tall? 173 centimeters is the same. The center of gravity need to be low.
有没有可能张只是在回头看你们？
You see, I have momentum. Use this to counter loop. Because my arm is only using 60-70 force, but you feel that the shot is very powerful. It's all about this da-da-da action. Instead of stopping after pushing, that way you always feel slow. It's not continuous. What is continuity?
Ah,
that's it. Right? Another technique has been taught this afternoon is how to exert force. You see, you loop the shot a bit higher. Yes. Right? If you do this, there's no way. You're likely to hit the edge of the racket. This way, it's easy to hit the edge of the racket. Lift your arm. According to the shot, to adjust the center of gravity. You see, we rarely hit the edge of the racket when we play. Mistakes usually result in hitting the net or going out of bounds. Yes, use more force.
手把手矫正一下哈。
It works for slow shots too. And for fast shots, lower your body. Accelerate the forearm. Press down. Not like this. The shots are all pressed down from above. Look at my movement. I press down from above. Whether it's a slow loop or a spinny loop, you feel like you didn't use much force, but the shot is very powerful. When I loop the shot, I don't really use too much waist. I just keep the force on this side tight. I don't use much force at all. This is how you loop, not like this. This is how you loop.
这个怎么样？
Not like this. From top to bottom, from back to front. Like this. Not like this. Not like this. This way, it's always easy to hit the edge of the racket. Look like this. It's impossible to hit the edge of the racket or miss. This is how a slow loop is done. It's spinny enough. That's basically the idea. First, make sure you don't hit the edge of the racket or miss. Your previous understanding was incorrect. See, I never hit the edge of the racket. Loop it spinny, loop it fast. The body isn't the main focus. This isn't a smash.
我们还是
Still,
看
watch.
特写来了。
To loop a shot with both speed and spin, it's the same. This isn't it. This is slower. No. For this kind, the speed needs to be a bit faster. Faster speed, smaller movement.
欢迎我们新进直播间的朋友们啊，大家点点赞、点点关注、转发一下直播间。
This is a counter loop. When you loop a slow shot, make your movement larger. When you loop a fast shot, make your movement smaller. You can't use the same movement for everything, right? Look. For a slow shot, make your movement larger. Right? For a fast shot. It seems that Zhang Jike's waist rotation is not that obvious. He rotates his waist less. Many times. Relies more on his hands. You see, actually, let me tell everyone. I think the player who uses their body best for these shots is Ma Long. For female players, it's Sun Yingsha. Their shots are very relaxed, concentrated, and reasonable. Look, Ma Long's hand goes from here to here, right? But actually, his hand only makes this small movement. It's all driven by his body. The body drives the arm, making the movement seem bigger. You see, a lead and a pullback, a lead and a pullback.